Find inside Hell in the Cell to settle the score. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more of your time right now. We're just gonna be preparing ourselves for the next match. It'll be our first championship match of the night. There's a few of them that'll be defended. We have 2 tag team title matches. I know one of them is gonna be Team Mexico versus the newfound team of Vicious Jeremy and Titanium. Stonewall is out of the equation in the tag team division for now anyways, unless he will reconcile his differences with King Matrix and form the granddaddies of wrestling again. But that's still to come. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, for the ECW World Tag Team Championships, it'll be the Lethal Enforcers, Southern Dandy and Pantalix against the team of War Beast and Goblin. And this will be in an Extreme Rules match, or in this case, just plain and simple, No Mercy rules. Falls count anywhere, 30-minute time limit. And I'm looking forward to this match because a lot of speculations have stated that War Beast and Goblin, though they came together, they form a great unit, but are they good enough? Are they strong enough to withstand the speed and agility of Lethal Enforcers? Well, we'll find that out, folks, right now, because that is coming up next. Let's go down to ringside, where Lillian Garcia is going to call the action here, or introduce the champions and the challenger for our first title match, our first official title match of tonight here at FPW Devil's Feud Cave. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned and as scheduled for the ECW World Tag Team titles, to the left, it is Lethal Enforcers' Pantalix and Southern Dandy defending those titles against, to the right, War Beast and Goblin, the unlikely duo who has formed a great team since their arrival here in Fantasy Pro Wrestling, especially No Mercy Hardcore Wrestling. Let's see how they will perform tonight in one of a few title matches here at Devil's Feud Cave. How about that? They come out to McDoom's theme song. That's the 3rd member of the Lethal Enforcers, but until then, Southern Dandy, who has been a very impressive superstar, to join the team, or should I say rejoin the team, because about 20 odd years ago, even 21 years, maybe even 22 years ago, Southern Dandy was competing for an unknown wrestling organization. Let's just put it that way. That was actually being run by Pantalix. And 21, 22 years later, and look at this now. Tremendous shape. Southern Dandy and Pantalix is. But look at this guy who's got washboard abs. You can literally grate cheese on those abs. Part man, part animal. He is War Beast. And he has a goal in mind. He has got an agenda, and he is prepared to do what I believe he does best, ripping everybody limb from limb. But he's not alone tonight. He's got Goblin. And I'm telling you, this unlikely duo. Why do I say unlikely? Because these guys were not meant to be a team. These guys literally hate each other. Do you recall when they first started, they were at each other's throats? They were even putting themselves through tables. Flaming tables, mind you. Something that is just barbaric. Here he comes now. Speaking of the devil, he is Goblin. But the thing is, even though they have been beating the crap out of each other, when enemies come after them, they work together. And they work well. And during the tag team ranking systems, they're still number one. No team has ever been able to beat War Beast and Goblin, and that's why they're number one, and that's why they're going to compete for the ECW World Tag Titles tonight. The capacity crowd standing on the edge of their seats. The ECW World Tag Titles, Lethal Enforcers, War Beast and Goblin. And here we go! 30 minutes on the clock. The bell has sounded. The ECW Tag Titles are on the line. By the way, thank you everyone for participating in the Gauntlet for the Gold. Those 20 superstars were definitely hungry. Were definitely angry. They were definitely hangry for the Universal Championship title, the most prestigious championship in fantasy pro wrestling. And honestly, I could have sworn that Shane Gordon of the Diamond Mine would capture the title, because get this, if he had captured the title, he can go back to Diamond Dallas Page and Scott Hall and say, yo guys, if I can win and defeat 19 other superstars, we can totally beat Nash, Brandon Wolf, and Sting. I'm sure Gordon would have said something like that, but in the end, and apparently, I didn't mention this, guys, but Robert English was at ringside. In fact, not really at ringside. He was like watching from the audience. And what was he doing? Laughing. So I honestly think that Shane Gordon was just distracted, but hey, what do I know, eh? In any event, Shane Eaton McKay has successfully won the gauntlet match. And I remember last year he had a bit of an injury, not a bit of an injury, a major injury. Lost lots of blood, got concussed. I didn't even think he was going to come back. But he did come back. He came back with full force. And now a year has gone by since that injury. And now, looking in tremendous shape, he is going to compete for the Universal title on the 21st annual Carnage event. I'm looking forward to that, folks. And there'll be more information of that event in our broadcast. Already our first pinfall of the night. Pentalyx and Goblin on the outside floor. Meanwhile, oh, look at that beautiful neck breaker there by Southern Dandy on War Beast. Now we have a triangle hold. Listen to this. Listen to the crowd. The roar of the crowd. 2 count. Oh my God. Goblin got tripped and crashed on the announce table where Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole presides. Those stiff shots to the leg, to the knee.